Shockingly terrible. Yeah, shockingly, yeah. Down. Very much down. Absolute best I've ever been in the ring with. I couldn't even land the blow on him, he was that good. It was absolutely the one-sidedest fight I've ever been involved in. Couldn't touch him. I was absolutely amazed the fact that I couldn't touch the motherfucker. He was too slick for me. Very impressed. Shoulder round, good head movement. You're making him miss as well.
I was getting into John Fury, laying into him, and he got very defensive. Obviously, something's gone on between him and Tyson, and I kept pushing the buttons. And before I knew it, he's fight Tommy then. And I'm like, I'll fight whoever I've got to fight to get to Tyson. I'll fucking fight them.
Breaking news: just 1 minute ago, Tyson Fury was left stunned after seeing Eddie Hall's huge, bulked-up physique ahead of the Tommy Fury fight. Fans could not believe the size and power Eddie is bringing into camp. The heavyweight world is buzzing as concerns and excitement continue to grow around this explosive showdown.
It's bigger than anybody. What is happening is the potential of escalating into something even more dreadful. If that's possible, it would be more dreadful, and it has that potential.
Eddie Hall reveals the most important tactical secret behind his bulked-up physique in this camp. Hall admits that pure strength does not help much in boxing and can actually hinder you. But Hall says this time he has had a completely different coach, and they have worked super hard specifically on developing devastating knockout power for Tommy.
If you're strong in boxing, great, but it doesn't help you that much. If anything, it probably hinders you. So, going back to boxing again it was proper can we not do MMA? But it is what it is. And I've actually really enjoyed it this time round. I've had a different coach, and we've just worked on knockout power, and we've just worked on the knockout. We've just worked super hard.
Liam Goff delivers the most honest assessment of Hall's bulked-up physique and the fight with Tommy itself. Goff says he thinks the result might still be the same, but acknowledges there will be more eyes on this, because boxing is more known to the general public and casual audience. Goff says you simply have to take that into genuine consideration.
I think it will be the same result, Usyk winning and being a bit of a cash grab, but nevertheless you would still have more eyes on it because the sport in question is more known to the general public and the casual audience. So you got to take that into consideration.
Adam Smith delivers the most excited verdict on Hall's bulked-up physique and what it means for fight night. Smith says when you get a heavyweight fight on a heavyweight night, and the stars like Eddie Hall and Tommy genuinely align, something truly special happens. Smith says this whole event feels like something that could genuinely rock the entire sporting world in a way that very few fights in recent British boxing history have truly managed to do.
Like we get the fight. This was a heavyweight fight with a heavyweight night, and it just worked. The stars aligned, and at the end of it, it just felt, that's what it felt like. And so, yeah, it was, that line, whatever, it was more about the event, and the event just rocked the whole of the sporting world.
John Fury fires back after seeing Hall's bulked-up physique and delivers the most explosive and most personal attack on Eddie Hall imaginable. John says certain people should not even be commenting on champions of the world and calls Hall a first-class coward who needs a kick up the backside. John says Hall should come and meet him before he starts making these enormous mountains of noise about his physique and his power.
They should not even be commenting on champions of the world. He's been a champion of the world, but I'll tell you what, he's not a champion of the world man, is he? He's a first-class shithouse, wants to kick up the arse. And I'll get it off me, them for come round me. Men meet before mountains.
Eddie Hall responds to John Fury's explosive reaction to his bulked-up physique with the most calm and most chilling warning imaginable. Hall says as long as the lines are drawn and respected, he is completely happy to relax and sunbathe until fight night arrives. But Hall makes the most dangerous promise of all. If those lines get crossed again, as Tommy well knows from the other day, they will simply have it completely out. The whole boxing world listens to this and realizes that a calm Eddie Hall is a genuinely terrifying Eddie Hall.
As long as those lines are drawn and we stand on those lines and we can do the face-off with respect, and we can just walk away, say I'm going to come back and relax, sunbathe, and I'll just be chilling until the fight. If he crosses that line, as he well knows the other day, we'll have it out.
Canelo Alvarez is shocked after Hall's bulked-up physique has the whole boxing world buzzing and delivers the most wise and most measured advice of this entire situation. Canelo says people simply need to wait and says do not judge Eddie Hall too early. Canelo says you need to wait and see what truly happens before making your final verdict. The whole boxing world listens to the greatest pound-for-pound fighter on the planet urging patience and realizes that even Canelo sees enough in this situation to warrant keeping an absolutely, completely open mind.
You need to wait. You need to wait. You don't need to judge very early, right? You need to wait and see what happened. And
Carl Froch says that Hall's bulked-up physique has shocked even Tyson Fury and delivers the most honest assessment of Tommy Fury going into this fight. Froch says he does not think Hall has gone for professional boxing in the traditional sense, but acknowledges there was a lot of pressure on Tommy and says he genuinely wanted Tommy to do the business. The whole boxing world listens to Froch and realizes that even one of Tommy's harshest critics is admitting that this fight genuinely matters for Tommy's entire boxing future.
Because I don't think he's good for pro boxing. We'll talk about that in a bit. And Tommy Fury, I wanted him to do the business, and there was a lot of pressure on him. And I just thought
Eddie Hall delivers the most brilliant and most tactical insight into exactly how he has been preparing specifically to handle Tommy Fury's movement and style after shocking the boxing world with his bulked-up physique. Hall says he has been sparring with people who move like Tommy and says this is absolutely critical. Hall says if he just fights regular HEAVYWEIGHTS and then gets in the ring with Tommy, it is going to be a complete shock to the system because Tommy moves in such a different way. Hall says doing that preparation specifically means he will not be surprised by anything Tommy brings on fight night. And that level of intelligent preparation makes Hall even more dangerous than his physique alone suggests.
How Tommy would fight. They are moving like Tommy would fight. And that's important that I do that. If I just fight heavyweights and then get in the ring with Tommy, it's going to be like, oh, fuck. You know, how's this guy's moving completely different? The weight class.
John Fury fires back at Eddie Hall after Hall's bulked-up physique has shocked even Tyson and delivers the most explosive and most personal attack on Hall's credentials. John says Hall is a horrible person who got absolutely battered and has not improved one single bit. John says with Hall's Mickey Mouse coach, what he has seen from Hall simply does not impress him. But the whole boxing world immediately fires back at John and says a man whose son was chosen as the sacrificial lamb in John's own words, and a man who was shocked enough by Hall's physique to say he is shockingly down cannot honestly claim that Hall has not improved at all.
Not tomorrow, so I don't know what's going on, but really, am I really interested in it? No. As long as my son's all right and everything's in order.
Eddie Hall delivers the most savage and most controversial verdict on Tommy Fury after shocking everyone with his bulked-up physique and says Tommy is nothing but a complete sacrificial lamb in this whole situation. Hall says out of all the Furies that could have been put in front of him, they chose the youngest and the smallest and the most vulnerable one. Hall says here we are, the world's strongest man with a physique that has shocked even Tyson Fury standing across from the most vulnerable member of boxing's most famous family. The whole boxing world listens and says Hall might be absolutely right about the sacrifice being made here.
You feel like Tommy's being put up as a sacrifice?
I call him the sacrificial lamb in this scenario. It's like all the Furies he could have put up, he's put the youngest and the smallest and not the weakest, but he's put his most vulnerable Tommy Fury in front of me. So here we are.
The Wade concept steps forward after Hall's bulked-up physique has shocked Tyson Fury and delivers the most surprising verdict that completely divides the boxing world. Wade says this is honestly awful and says there is simply no way to spin it. Wade says Eddie Hall is in genuinely deep trouble unless he can somehow land an absolute miracle punch. Wade says he has been saying this for months. But the whole boxing world immediately fires back at Wade and says a man whose physique has shocked the Gypsy King himself, who has worked super hard on knockout power with a new coach, who has been sparring with fighters who move like Tommy, and who calls Tommy a sacrificial lamb, is absolutely not a man who needs a miracle. He needs one clean shot and Tommy is getting ironed out.
This is awful. I mean, there's just no way to spin it. Eddie Hall is in deep, deep trouble unless He can land a miracle punch. I've been saying it now for months, but I'm starting to see more and more.
Tommy Fury closes absolutely everything with the most brilliant and most memorable line of this entire extraordinary build-up after Hall's bulked-up physique has shocked even his own brother. Tommy says Eddie has got muscles all over his body, but says you simply cannot put muscles on a chin. Tommy says that is exactly what he is coming to expose on fight night. Tommy says we have seen good big men in the ring before, but says muscles have never and will never protect anyone's chin from a perfectly timed punch. Tommy says he is specifically coming to find that chin. The whole boxing world listens to Tommy's perfect response to Hall's shocking physique and realizes that whoever finds their target first on fight night will be the one who walks away with their hand raised and with absolutely everything on the line.
I mean, Eddie's got muscles all over his body, but you can't put muscles on chins. So, and that's what I'm about to expose. Listen, we've seen good big men, in the ring all the time. But what's different, the muscles can't get on the chin, and I'm looking to find that chin. So we'll.
What you just witnessed is the entire boxing world absolutely stunned after Tyson Fury saw Eddie Hall's bulked-up physique and admitted he is shockingly down and cannot shake the feeling. Hall stepped forward looking like an absolute monster and revealed he has worked super hard specifically on knockout
for anyone
power
watching who's got
with a
injuries, any
completely new
pulls,
coach.
strains.
Hall also
if you pull a
revealed
pack, do
he has been
bench press or
sparring with
something,
fighters
just
who
drop
move
them.
like Tommy to ensure there are absolutely no surprises on fight night. John Fury fired back and called Hall a horrible person with a Mickey Mouse coach. But the whole boxing world pointed out the uncomfortable truth. John's own words called Tommy a sacrificial lamb. The weight concept said Hall needs a miracle punch, but boxing experts disagree completely after seeing that physique. Frank Warren warned this could escalate into something even more dreadful. Canelo urged everyone to wait and not judge too early. Carl Froch said there was a lot of pressure on Tommy. Liam Goff said the result might be the same, but acknowledged the enormous audience this fight is generating. And Tommy closed with the most perfect line of all. You cannot put muscles on a chin, and he is coming to find it. Fight night cannot come fast enough.